Okay, everybody, in this lesson here, we're going to talk about concatenation, literals, aliases, and some arithmetic here, okay? Let's go to our document, okay? All right. Now, what I have here in your comments is right here, do is a dummy table, okay? Do. It is provided by Oracle. It has one column and only one row. As such, it will only produce one value. It is used primarily for testing and quick calculations where the data tables are not needed. But it is used a lot, and you will see we will use it a lot, and everybody does. Okay? Now, let's go ahead to SQL Developer. Okay? Alright, now, since this is a comment, we can run this all together. We're going to select 35 plus 48 from dual. Well, let's just select it like this, okay? From dual. And there you go. We got 83 cents. I'll run it again because I think I had something there. Okay, there you go, 83 cents. Pretty cool. You can do a lot with dual, and you will see we will be doing a lot for it. Now, rule, you cannot divide anything by 0. I think most of you know that. You know what the answer here is going to be? You know what the answer here is. Okay? We're going to get an error here trying to do it. Divisor is equal to 0. Okay? It gives us our Oracle code here. 1476. Okay? So, let's go to our document again. Now, we're going to talk about concatenation, also referred to as pipes here, okay? But it's concatenation using two lines like this. They allow the identifiers of a SQL statement to be merged together. They also can create space, okay? With particular single quotes. They give you space you want, but they also, down here, they give you a string literal. You can type select Sal. You can merge it, okay, with this right here, which is a string literal in single quotes. Then you can merge it with whatever else you'll see in a minute, and you have a lot of space to play with also. Okay? So, this is what we're going to run. Let's go to SQL. Okay. Now, we're going to select and we're going to put in single quotes, this person is a single quotes, and then we're going to merge it with job from employ. Okay? Now, let's run it. Now, pretty cool. You see? This person is a clerk. It merged it with job. Now, if we want to look at this space, what we can do, just showing you what the single quote does, okay? Look at all that space, okay? Now, if you put the single quote, if you put it right against A, that doesn't look too good, does it? Nobody wants to read that. So you got to give it a little space, right? Run it again. And there you go. Voila. Very cool. SQL is very cool. Okay, now we're going to select salary. We're going to merge it with 23. It's just going to be a string literal, that's all. Then we're going to merge it with another string literal, which is going to be an equal sign in there. That's all it's going to be. And then it's going to merge it with salary plus 23 from employee. Now notice this right here. It's in parentheses, right? So it's going to evaluate this first because it's in parentheses. Then it's going to do the rest of everything. Okay? Let's run it. Okay, and as you see, first of all, we got salary, right? 800. It gave us all the salaries. Then it just gave us 23s because this was a string literal. That's what we asked for, 23. Arc automatically puts the column names too, as you notice. Let's put best fit, and then that's the best fit. Okay. Now salary plus 23, it gave us that. So it took salary and added it to 23. That's what it did to begin with. Okay? Nothing to it. Let's go to the next one. Let me just clear that. Yeah. Here we're doing the same thing, the exact same thing, only we're putting a column alias here. Salary concatenation. Okay? We did that in the last in the select statement lesson that we performed. Lesson 12 or 11, I think it was. Okay, and you see the column heading, salary concatenation. And we got all the same values that we got up here, right? Okay, so there you go. Now, here we're going to put a column alias here, and we're going to merge it with employee number plus salary as a string. This is just going to be a string from employee. Now, you think we're going to have any problems? Maybe not. Maybe so. See? We get an error. Okay? Gives us the error, the Oracle code error. Line 42, column 8. Right there. You cannot have, as you see, the column alias, we talked about it, must come after column names. Okay? So this is an error. You cannot do this. Okay, so here we're going to select manager, and then we're going to merge it with is the manager of. And then we're going to merge it with employee name. We're going to select employee name. Then a string, who works as a, merge it with, and then the job from employee. It's simple stuff. So whatever you don't understand, watch the video over and study your documents. See? Select manager, which is the manager number. Is the manager of, and then employee name, Smith. Who works as a clerk? Job, clerk. Now, the same thing here. You got your space. Or you could say EEE. What would this say? See? Okay, so now you're learning, okay? This right here, we're just selecting employee number plus salary, and then the column alias. We've done this before, okay? Okay, now, next. Whoa, whoa. Didn't work out too well, did it? Okay. Here, we're going to select Sal, and then in parentheses here, we're going to divide 100 into 10. Multiply it by salary, and then this is a column alias. Then we got to have a comma here, right? Because we got another one. We got 0.20 times salary. Then we got a column alias, comma, 100 divided into 30 times salary, and then column alias from employee. Now, notice whatever's in parentheses, it's going to do first. Then it's going to multiply it by salary. It's going to do this first too before it multiplies this, because parentheses take precedence, right? If you got parentheses like this, it takes precedence, okay? Alright, so let's check it out. Okay, as you see, we got salary. This is the salary of all the employees. Get familiar with the numbers, okay? And you will. And the workers too. Okay. 10% of salary. Salary 2. 20% of salary 1. 30% of salary. Right there. And it did all the arithmetic that we asked, okay? Now, we're going to do this same thing again, except all of this is just going to say percent of salary, percent of salary, percent of salary. It's the same thing, except we don't have no numbers in front of percent like we did up here. Or salary 1, nothing, okay? Okay, now, as you notice, all these columns here, they're the same, except Oracle puts a 1, underscore 1 here after salary, underscore 2. Since the columns were alias to be the same, the SQL renamed the subsequent column headings. But why? The ANSI standard dictates that the column headings must be different. A table cannot have two columns with the same name. As such, Oracle will change any column aliases with the same name by adding a numeric value to each. Okay? Alright, so remember that. Okay, now, what we're going to do here is basically what we've been doing. We're just doing arithmetic. Alright, whatever's in parentheses, the innermost is going to do first. So it's going to multiply 0.1 times salary first. Then whatever that answer is, it's going to, since this is in parentheses next, it's going to add it to salary. Then whatever that answer is, the outer parentheses, it's going to multiply it by 2. Whatever that answer is, it's going to add it to 1, okay? Very simple, nothing to it. And you see, this is our answers. It's what it all equals to, comes up to. Now we're going to do it all without any parentheses. The exact same thing without parentheses. 7661, 3521, 2751. Okay, now 961, 1921. See all the different results, okay? So the parentheses have higher precedence overall, okay? The innermost is evaluated first. Okay, now last but not least, we're going to do this one. This worker, and we just got number here in single quotes. And then we're going to merge it with employee number. Merge it with a space here, okay? And then merge it with e-name, employee name. Then is a string, merge it with job. Then merge it with who makes a $sign in a string, merge it with Sal, merge it with a month. Then from employee, where, we're selecting where salary is greater than 100. And job is in either manager or salesman. We're going to study more about the and the in later. But it's going to take whatever salary is greater than 1100 and the job is in either manager or salesman. Okay? Let's run it first. Okay? Okay. So we got a lot of different results, didn't we? And it's because, well, we got many salaries that are over 1100. The worker number, that was string, got a space that we asked for. Well, and then employee number, right? Employee name, I'm sorry. Employee number's right here, then the space, okay? Is a salesman who makes, there's your $sign, there you go. What if we put 2850 here? 2850. Is there anyone that makes anything above that? I see something here. Let's just run it. And look, you see we got 2975. Oracle's going to evaluate this first because it's in parentheses. And the job is in either manager or salesman. Okay? And which it comes up to be manager. Now, you have to have, anytime you're searching for data in a column like this, you have to have the single quotes, okay? Your comma. We're going to do a lot more of this kind of stuff later, so you'll understand it, okay? Alright, well look, please look over this video again. If you have any questions, you can play around with the data too. Play around. It's not a whole lot that we really did here. It's not really complicated. So don't make it complicated. Just easy does it, okay? So, anyway, print these off and make your ebook, and study. Okay? And until then, I will see you in the next lesson, and we are rocking and rolling. Okay? All right, we're doing good. Any questions, you just hit me. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye bye.